I think that likeness of me kind of resembles like Keith Law or somebody from the baseball world that I don't know how he managed to do it, but Rob managed to find an image of me that resembles a baseball journalist.
Yeah,
But
he kind of morphed you with him.
yeah, so it's not exactly me. It's not exactly him. It's more of a, you
Not
know,
exactly me either,
yeah. But
but it's
we
close.
are exactly us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Pedro
so
Pascal and Phil Huey here today.
that's right, Pedro Pascal. That's right. Who was it that made that observation? Uh,
But he left a comment, right?
yeah. Somebody left a comment on whatever. We're getting all kinds of
I got it
comments
today
on our
from
YouTube.
somebody at work too.
Did you really?
Yeah, my
It
boss.
must be. It must be a developing story, I
Well,
guess.
it's still the number one movie out there.
Is it? What is he starring in?
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Jeremy asked me if we were going to see that last weekend when we went to see the pet or the sheep detective instead.
The Sheep
And
Detective.
yeah,
The fuck is that?
it's a movie with Hugh Jackman. He's a sheep herder. Spoiler alert: he gets murdered, and
Uh,
then his flock of sheep assist in resolving the homicide.
of
And
course they do.
yeah,
What a
so
good stock of sheep.
yeah.
Huge jacked man stars. He's the one of the starring voices in one of our movies, Missing Link.
Oh, is he? He's a
Yeah,
good actor. I generally like his stuff. You start out
he is
like
a
his
huge jacked man. He's named appropriately.
yeah, huge actor man we call him.
Huge actor man.
Yeah,
He's that too.
but his big breakthrough was as Wolverine, right? So I always think of him as Wolverine. Yeah. Anyway, that's an entertaining movie. I liked Song Sung Blue better with him, but this still was a very highly watchable
Funny
movie.
thing, you can
When you
sing
say,
with a cry in your voice.
yeah. Did you say, okay? So we saw that, and then we saw the documentary about the real people, the real Neil Diamond.
Skip Stevenson. Oh no,
Yeah,
not that real people.
no, but there was a little bit of drop off between Huge Actor Man and the real guy who did the Neil Diamond covers. Although he had all kinds of energy. I mean, he was like gung ho. The whole thing about the movie, the documentary, was his enthusiasm. It's kind of like me for our podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not there trying to punch my way out of the brown paper bag. Nothing could take him down. But kind of an unfortunate presentation, I guess. But he could sing the songs. He could sing the songs. I give him that.
So
Anyway,
huge jacked man.
well, Hugh Jackman did the songs, but the guy it was a true story. The guy that he was imitating or portraying could actually sing the songs too.
Mike Sardina, aka Lightning.
Yes, Lightning and Thunder. Him and his wife.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was really about Neil Diamond. It's about a Neil Diamond tribute band in Milwaukee.
Yes, that's
Or
what I thought too.
Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
That's a highly entertaining movie also. But all right, so we're here to
Is
talk
that
some baseball, right?
bam, 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 bam. Yes.
So I really botched the paranormal, the new normal spot on Sunday. So I'm going to do a makeup here. I'm going to run one of Rob's videos, his promo for Paranormal, the New Normal, one of the shows on the Antisocial Network.
Remember when the world made sense? Yeah, those days are dead. Paranormal, the New Normal hits ASN Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Ghosts, aliens, psychic mediums talking to the dead like it's customer service. Government conspiracies so insane they might actually be true. And wait, did he just say Bigfoot? Nothing is off limits. Nothing is too weird. And honestly, humanity already lost its damn mind anyway. Paranormal, the New Normal, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. on ASN.
All right. By our friend Jeremy.
Yep.
who does a variety of shows, actually, maniacal music musings and uh, things for us here and there. He's kind of a free agent out there.
Man in Missing Link is
Hmm.
trying to lead um, the Missing Link, who's a Sasquatch, to meet his Yeti brethren.
What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Like the movie The Missing Link, featuring huge jacked man.
Oh,
Or
okay,
Sasquatch.
okay. Didn't didn't get that at all. That's not one of my huge actor man.
Yeah.
It's not in my that's not in my CD or my DVD catalog. All right, so baseball. Okay, so we'll do a couple news items real quick here. I guess uh, the Cubs are coming off a 10-game losing streak that has seen. Meanwhile, the Milwaukee Brewers have really gained momentum. They're first place in the National League Central now, looking very formidable.
The Cardinals.
I think they've run past the Cardinals at this point. So things are starting to settle. The Reds suffered a big injury in Ellie De La Cruz. He really isn't running like he has in the past, but he's still a main cog in that offense. The Dodgers are kind of struggling by comparison to previous years. Some say that Shohei has not really reached his maximum as an offensive force yet, but his pitching is kind of making up for it. But
his goal is to win the Cy Young. It's not to win the MVP this year.
Right. National League East. Are the Braves in first right now in the National League East? They're playing really good. I know that. Yeah, they're very formidable. American League, we got the Yankees still leading, and the AL Central, AL East. I'm sorry. Who we got to top the?
Yeah, Braves are up by 9.5 over the Phillies and Nationals.
Wow. Well, the Nationals are playing. That's interesting. The Nationals are playing well. They're over 500, right?
31-30.
Yeah, they're playing very well. They're coming together nicely.
Brewers are 5.5 ahead of the Cardinals, Pirates, and Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a 3-way tie for second, and then the Reds are in last.
Yeah. That injury to De La Cruz is going to hurt them. They got Green coming back. We could get into things like trade targets. It seems like Tarek Skubal is somebody that's going to be a hot topic this trade deadline. I could even see the Reds. Like if the Reds really fell out of it, I could see them talking, maybe moving Hunter Green if he comes back healthy. Shows he's healthy. I don't know. I'd hate to see it, but I could see him do something like that.
Pretty dumb. Doesn't he have a few years left on his?
Yeah, but that's what would make him very attractive to somebody, But
they are in last place. But
yeah, it's tight enough where nobody's really throwing the white flag yet.
They're only 7 games out. They'd be in second place in the NL East.
Mm-hmm. We should say that mention the passing of Bob Horner since our last episode. He burst onto the scene, bypassed minor league baseball entirely, won Rookie of the Year, hitting 23 home runs his rookie year. I think it was like 1978, or I believe. May have been a little later than that. But he was a Reds killer. I thought I really loved his swing. He had a real short, compact swing where he could really get to the high fastball and kind of tomahawk it. He had a 4 home run ball game one time. Him and Dale Murphy made up a pretty lethal tandem down there. Post Hank Aaron Braves power duo. So that was sad. Relatively young, in 60s.
You're right, 78 Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm. That was very sad. And I thought that there was another. Well, we had a death of the Angels' second baseman.
Oh, Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett
Anderson.
Yeah, Garrett Anderson. That was very sad as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we don't want to dwell too much on the news this episode. because we want to go over. We want to do something that's somewhat ambitious, but also should be fun. We just got to move quickly. We got about 50 minutes to get to the best players for each current franchise. And Aaron, you'll have one. I'll have one. I guess there's no way of voting.
Best current player or the best historic player?
I would say the best historic player, with the caveat that we're not throwing in Cap Anson and Ty Cobb and Honus Wagner.
Yeah, Detroit. It could be Detroit. It could be Ty Cobb for the Tigers.
Well, it could be, but I thought it'd be better if we limited it to players that we've seen in our lifetime.
Okay.
Just to be accessible to the kids. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
No. If Sean were here,
sorry, Nap Lajoie.
Yeah, right. Oh, and today is Lou Gehrig Day. That's another one for ALS. The most famous individual with ALS, great Yankee, the Iron Horseman. So, all right. So this ought to be fun. Let's just go. Maybe let's start with the American League. Who is the greatest Oakland Athletic of all time, Aaron?
Reggie.
Dave
Stewart.
Yeah, there's a few of them. A Catfish Hunter, Raleigh Fingers.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say Ricky. I'm gonna go with Ricky because
Ricky.
We talked about him previously. I had forgotten that he had passed.
He's been on so many teams, so you can't pin him down.
Right. But then he did
mind for any of them.
He did come back for the A's when they had Tony La Russa's A's. He was a catalyst leadoff. He came back to Oakland. I feel like
he was on the A's when the Reds swept them in the World Series.
Right. So I'm going to go with Ricky, and we don't have to have a consensus, but
definitely Ricky. You're right.
So okay, let's move on to the Baltimore Orioles. They have a number of formidable candidates, starting, I guess, with Cal Ripken. That would be kind of the.
Brooks Robinson,
yeah. Eddie Murray.
Murray's the other one that comes to mind. Yeah.
Jim Palmer. They had a formidable pitching staff back in 1970 when they faced the Reds. I can't think of all the members of that pitching staff, but it was pretty solid all the way through. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with Cal Ripken. I mean, the Iron Man streak. I think he's a 3,000 hit club member. He's like squeaky clean image guy. It's like he's Mr. Baltimore Oriole.
He's in the hall. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the All-Star game. It was pretty cool when A-Rod, even though A-Rod's got his own baggage, it was pretty cool when he abdicated third or shortstop to Cal in his final season. That was pretty cool. And during that game, he kind of handed over the spot to him. All right.
He's pretty much a third baseman at that point anyway.
Right. Here's a good one, especially since we're taking Ted Williams off the table, and that's the Boston Red Sox. How can you take Ted Williams off the table? He's like the greatest hitter of all time.
Yeah.
What you got? Carlton Fisk.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how far back to go.
Yaz, Carl Yastrzemski,
Dave Roberts.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, he had that huge stolen base that turned the playoffs around.
Won the series for him.
Yeah. Roger Clemens, if you want to go there. Pedro, that's where he had his most success, for sure.
That's where he won the World Series.
Right. Wade Boggs.
Wade Boggs, yeah.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Wade Boggs, man. Wade Boggs or Pedro.
Yeah. Wade Boggs ate more chicken than
Ed fucking Williams.
That does suck, doesn't it, when you think about it? You can't.
I eat chicken any man ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, if Ted Williams' son ever unfreezes him, I'm sure that the bidding will start at about $20 million a year when he comes back. But yeah, if you're taking Ted out of it, I guess you got to go because I hate Roger Clemens. I gotta be honest, but I can't stand
I'd
him.
go Pedro ahead of Clemens anyway. Pedro wasn't a juicer as far as we know.
Yeah, but even so, I'm gonna go. Oh God, that is tough. That is really tough. You know what? I'm going to call an audible. I'm going to go with Pedro just because he helped them. He helped them win a world championship, right?
He
Wade
did.
Boggs. Was Wade
Wade
Boggs
Boggs
part of that
didn't-
team?
I don't think Wade Boggs ever won any world championships.
Yeah, because he was in the Yankees. He was on the Yankees by then, I think.
I think he's retired by then.
He may have been. All right. So Wade Boggs.
Playing in the 80s, man. He couldn't have been there in 04.
Here's a good one. Chicago White Sox. Ugh. Got to dig deep here. Chicago White Sox. Greatest.
Yeah,
player
Harold
of our
Beans.
lifetime. Right. DH who made the Hall of Fame. Now that's an accomplishment. Because usually they'll take points off, right? He is a Hall of Famer, I think. Somebody fact check me, and I'm fine with it. I'm pretty sure he is.
I'm gonna have to cheat and Google.
Hoyt. Yeah, it's just
Frank Thomas, duh.
Frank Thomas. Yeah.
That's about it for our.
You can't say Ozzie Guillen. You can't say.
Say Mark Burley.
Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah. Yeah, is in the sense of no.
You'd say Puck and Herco.
No.
It's the big hurt, man.
Yeah, I'd say Frank Thomas. Yep. All right. So moving right along here, Cleveland Indians. They've got a number of good candidates.
And Guardians.
Mm-hmm. Guardians. Oh my God, I'm such an old guy. Such an old man.
Go either Jose Ramirez or who's the guy that went to the Phillies? He's in the Hall of Fame too.
Jim Thome.
Jim Thome.
Yeah. Those are Jim Thome hit 500 home runs, I believe.
Manny.
That's who I was thinking going into this, Manny. But I think I'm gonna go with Jim Thome.
I'll get Thome over Manny.
Manny. Well,
another juicer.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna go with Thome here. He seemed to. Well, Manny Ramirez is no slouch either. Now I was thinking that too. Now he's like one of the best hitters. He's one of the top 5 hitters in baseball today, and he's been doing it for a while. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he's no slouch at all. But I'm gonna say Thome.
I'll say Jose Ramirez.
Okay. Fair enough. We're going to allow that. All right. The Detroit Tigers. In our lifetime, who has been the greatest Detroit Tiger?
Scooble. Gibson.
Well, Jack.
Yeah.
Jack Morris.
Jack Morris. His name couldn't come into my head.
Yeah.
He ended up a Twin, right?
Yeah, he won a World Series with the Twins, where I think he was MVP of the series against the Braves. Kirby Puckett. No. We're not talking about the Twins yet. We're still talking about the Tigers. Okay. You can't say Lance Parrish, but you could say possibly Alan Trammell.
Yeah.
Right, Alan Trammell.
Trammell and Whitaker.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm going to go. Well, are we missing anybody?
Probably. Let's see.
Yeah. Because I'm leaning towards Jack Morris.
Miguel Cabrera.
Justin Verlander, yeah, that's true.
And fucking Mad Max, Scherzer.
Right. Verlander's very formidable. Verlander still pitching, although he's on the DL, I believe. But
And Cabrera was pretty formidable for a long time.
yeah,
He's pretty unformidable for a while too.
right. Well, Cabrera was on the World Series winning team with the Marlins, right? Even with his lengthy career with the Tigers, I always think of him as that young prospect with the Marlins. It just fucking light to white.
Won a triple crown.
Yeah.
2 AL MVP, 500 homers, 3,000 hits.
Okay, there you go. Miguel Cabrera. That's all you need. 3,000 hits, 500 home runs. If you're not a baseball fan, those are two unbeatable numbers right there.
Yeah, they're automatic unless you gamble or otherwise cheat.
Well, yeah, one or the other is probably getting in the Hall of Fame. If you get both of them, that's pretty much a slam dunk. All right. Houston Astros.
Nolan Ryan.
Yeah. J.R. Richard.
J.R. Richard. They're all pitchers coming to
Mike
mind.
Scott. Yeah.
The catcher, second baseman, Biggio.
Biggio, 3,000 hit guy, I think.
Catcher, second baseman, and center fielder, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Lance Berkman was a hell of a hitter.
Yeah, Berkman. We're not going to say any of the 2019 cheaters, are we?
I'm not. No. No, I'm not. Although they have some good ball players for sure. You know. But
some are still in the league.
Yeah. So if push comes to shove, I'm going to say Nolan Ryan. I feel like that's where he really, even though he was an Angel and he was a Met and then he was a Ranger, I feel like when he was an Astro, him and J.R. Richard, he dominated the National League for a couple years when he came over to the Astros.
Guess we got to mention Jeff Bagwell.
Yeah, Lance Berkman.
Cesar Cedeno, Roy Oswalt.
Jose Cruz.
Jose Cruz Missile.
Yeah. Terry Poole. Art Howe.
Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez. All right. But I'm saying Ryan. Who?
Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan, yeah. Well, yeah, he was an Astro, then a Red, then an Astro again.
Colt 45 even.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go in with Ryan Express, but I'm not bringing him up when we're talking about the Mets or anything. All right, Kansas City Royals.
George Brett. And then pray for rain, right?
It's got to be George Brett, right? George Brett was fucking unbelievable. He was an amazing hitter. Played through that hemorrhoid problem in the World Series. Was it hernia? It was hemorrhoids, I believe. Yeah. My dad thought that was the funniest.
Who? Frank White, Salvador Perez, Frank White.
Yeah, Dan Quisenberry. If you want to talk about
Hagen.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson.
There's the name right there. People tell me all the time when I talk, every time I say, not every time, but a lot of times when I talk about the most athletic player I ever saw, I'll mention Eric Davis, right? And invariably somebody will say, no, it's Bo Jackson. He just got injured. He was a good ball player. There's no doubt about it.
Staying healthy is a skill too.
Right. It's all conjecture. But I think in Kansas City, it's all about George Brett, though.
Yeah, there's no close competition at all.
Yeah. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Well, that's easy, isn't it? Mr. New Jersey.
Well, Shohei's going to be a Dodger, I think. Mike Trout.
Oh, yeah, everything. I forgot that the world revolves around Shohei with you. I forgot about that. But Mike Trout, I'm saying. Mike Trout. But I don't know, though. You make a good point. He had Shohei. His resume speaks for itself. Trout has been injured, The Angels have had a number. They had Brian Downing was a good ball player. They had
Tim Salmon,
yeah,
Garrett Anderson,
Garrett Anderson, of course, just passed away.
Guerrero Senior.
Yeah, pitching. They've had kind of a tough time with pitching. In current, leading up to, except for Shohei, of course, but
Chuck Finley,
yeah, Chuck Finley.
Brian Downing.
Yeah. But I'm going to go with Trout, and I think Shohei's perfectly reasonable also.
I'll go Trout.
Okay. All right. Minnesota Twins. We already threw Kirby Puckett out there. I guess we already anointed Jack Morris as a Tiger.
Rob Drew, Joe Mauer.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe Mauer, the catcher. Who the guy right? And Byron Buxton. I don't think he's necessarily in that rank yet, right?
But Torrey Hunter, Burt Blyleven, Johan Santana, Kent Herbeck.
There's a good one, but I think Santana more is a Met because he got that no hitter with the Mets. But
yeah, but he had better seasons with the Twins. Oh, I don't know.
Pretty comparable.
I think his healthier part of his career was definitely with the Twins.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to go with Kirby.
Yeah, I love Kirby.
Yeah, he was kind of a phenomenon. But here's a tough one. New York Yankees, and we're throwing out the Babe and the Iron Horse and Mickey Mantle. So you're left with Aaron Judge, I guess, Bernie Williams, Derek Jeter,
Don Mattingly, Reggie Jackson. I'm going Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson. Wow. All right. Well, what about the closer, Mariano Rivera? I feel like he gets.
Reg used to touch him up whenever they'd face him.
Yeah. Some teams you just can't get the old fastball by him. I'm going to say Jeter.
Yeah. Going out of my way not to say Jeter.
Yeah, I get it.
Hard.
It is hard.
I'm sticking with Reggie. He had a candy bar.
All right. Perfectly good reasoning. Here's another one that may or may not be a slam dunk, but the Seattle Mariners had a number of great players, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, Ichiro or Griffey.
Yeah. Who was that? Edgar Martinez.
Edgar Martinez.
Jay Bruner.
Yeah, Buhner.
Yeah, Buhner. But it's got to be Junior, right? Kind of beating around the bush, but it's got to be Junior.
I don't know, man. It could be Ichiro.
It could be. It could be. I'm gonna go Junior, and you can go Ichiro.
I gotta go Junior, I guess, for the Mariners.
I loved Ichiro too. I'm glad I got to see him. I saw him.
He was a Mariner for life. I'm going Ichiro. I'm backing off of that.
All right. Fair enough.
No, he wasn't. He went to the. He was a fucking Yankee. I'm going back to Junior.
and I hate. Also, I recall
he was like he was a Mariner for life because he went back.
Well, he was a Marlin too.
Yeah.
At the very end. But all right, so it's Junior then. All right, the Tampa Bay Rays.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, Tampa Bay Rays. This is our first 20 minutes later. Give me some names.
I mean, there's Evan Longoria.
Okay.
Carl Crawford.
Okay.
EJ Upton. Down to Ben Zobrist.
Wow, really?
Randy Rosarena. Fred McGriff.
Well, yeah. But I think of him as a Brave. God bless. That's terrible. My apologies to Rays fans everywhere.
Well, no, your team sucks.
I think Wade Boggs was. I think Wade Boggs was a Ray for a minute, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah. God bless. That's got to be Mr.
Carlos
Ray. Carlos Pena. Hmm.
I guess you got to go Evan Longoria.
Okay, I'm on board with that. He was good enough to have a national commercial at one time. I thought that was remarkable.
He's the best. He's the best hitting Ray ever.
All right, what about we're Texas Rangers?
Nolan Ryan again. Did we use him? Did we shoot that bullet?
Because we used that on the Astros. So
Can't say DeGrom really because he's really a Met. Adrian Beltre,
Pudge Rodriguez.
Pudge Rodriguez.
I'm gonna go Pudge Rodriguez. I think. Talking about top 3 catcher of all time, maybe top 4, maybe.
Yeah.
There's some people think he's better than Bench. I don't think so, but
Yeah, it's got to be him. It's got to be Pudge.
all right.
Much as I tried to push Beltre in there.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Gold gloves, Pudge.
What's that?
He has 10 gold gloves.
Wow. Holy shit. That is impressive. Sometimes it gets to be a automatic award, though, if a guy has momentum, but I don't think in this case you can really argue with it.
It's Joe Carter, right?
Joe Carter you got like Dave Stieb, who had like 8 1-hitters, it seemed like, that he lost with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Roy Halladay. You said Joe Carter. You got Roberto Alomar, who kind of had some baggage, but
Carlos Delgado.
Yeah.
Tony Fernandez.
Right. But I think I'm going to go with Roy Halladay because I don't think he's going to be the best Philly of all time. But but I think he was a once in a lifetime pitcher, Roy Halladay.
Yeah. It's either Joe Carter or Vlad Guerrero.
Oh yeah, Vlad. That's a good call. Yep. Well, I'm gonna stick with what I said, but
yeah, no, I'm going Joe Carter. He was the hero of the World Series.
Fair enough. All right, that's the American League. Argue amongst yourselves, but so now we're going to try to buzz through this National League.
Fuck the American League.
Fuck the American League, man. All right, Arizona Diamondbacks. That's where I think
good unit.
Yeah, Randy Johnson.
It's weird he came to mind as a Diamondback, but he didn't come to mind as a Mariner.
Well, I was about to say, yeah, we didn't name him as a Mariner, so this is his consolation prize. But him and Schilling made up one hell of a yeah. Who are some other great? I mean, Corbin Carroll is on a trajectory where he could be up there by the time he's done.
Yeah, who's that juicer guy that hit the World Series winning hit?
Oh, yeah, Adrian Gonzalez or Alex Gonzalez.
Alex Gonzalez, yeah.
Yeah. Hit it off the fists off Rivera, in fact.
Oh, we forgot Joey Bats for Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
Jose Batista.
Prolific home run hitter. But I think it's no contest, really. It's got to be the unit for Arizona, I think.
Yeah.
The Braves, I think this is a no-brainer because we were both alive when Hank Aaron was active.
True enough.
They've had a number of great players since. Andrew Jones is a Hall of Famer, I believe. Chipper Jones.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yeah. They've had a number of great players, but nobody is Hank Aaron. That's for sure. Especially not Barry Bonds.
Hammer and Hank Leckinger.
Yeah. All right, so Chicago Cubs.
Ryan Sandberg.
Yeah. Andre Dawson.
Of in our lifetime. Yeah, Andre Dawson.
Mm-hmm. He was sort of a shooting star, I guess. I mean, he had a couple of fantastic years with them.
Rizzo was good for a while.
Yeah. I mean, they had
Shawan Dunston.
Yeah. It's got to be Ryan Sandberg, doesn't it? I mean,
Yeah, to me.
yeah.
I don't really remember Ernie Banks.
No.
Kind of remember Fergie Jenkins.
Yeah. Well, there's teams like in the early and mid '80s that were on WGN. The whole world could see it.
Yep.
Those teams were fun, but they weren't filled with like superstars.
Jody Davis and Leon Durham.
Yeah. Mark Collins.
Larry Boa.
Yeah.
Gary Matthews Sr.
Mm-hmm.
God, who was that?
Ferguson Jenkins.
Blonde dude in the outfield.
Bob Dernier. Yeah. Of course, they had Rick Sutcliffe, who's a very good pitcher. Yeah. Lee Smith was a top 10 closer of all time, I would say. But I'm going to go with Rhino. I think Rhino's pretty he's got it.
Yeah.
Here's a good one, I think. Colorado Rockies. Larry Walker. Well, Todd Helton.
Yeah, I guess.
Todd Helton and Walker really are the other Blake Street Bombers were kind of a product of the environment, I think, like Galarraga and Bichette. You got a lot of mileage out of that altitude, but got a lot of mileage out of the altitude.
It's killer.
Who?
Galarraga was always a Reds killer.
Yeah. I'm going to go with. Well, I think of Larry Walker as an expo. Well, I don't know, though. I don't know. It's kind of.
Galarraga, too.
Huh?
I think a Galarraga is one, too.
Do you?
Wasn't he one?
Yeah. He was. I'm going to go with Larry Walker. I think that's where he really blossomed. Helton is a great player also, but
yeah, it's one of those two.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a pitcher. Oh, it's Tulowitzki, I guess. Nolan Arenado.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of a pitcher that would even come within, a mile.
Ubaldo Jimenez.
Here we go to LA Dodgers. This should be a tough one. Very storied franchise. Do any of those players on the 70s team even scratch the surface? Because those were great teams, but I mean, you're talking Dusty Baker, David Lowe, Ron Say.
Hey, man. None of them are two-way.
No. So you're gonna go with Shohei on this one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Clayton Kershaw.
See, this way I get to go Trout and Shohei.
There you go. With the a lot of people would say Sandy Koufax, but
we didn't get to see him.
Yeah, we didn't get to see him, but I was thinking our lifetime. But I think he might have been done before we were born, because he only pitched for about 6 years in the middle of the 60s. So. But I'm gonna go with Kershaw. You're going with Shohei. Totally legit.
Yeah. I guess is up there.
Yeah. I don't think Hershiser was quite as effective for as long as Kershaw was. Kershaw he was still effective even last year when he pitched a little bit, but it's just he couldn't log the innings.
Yeah.
The Miami Marlins. This should be a really tough one.
Yeah, since didn't we already do
Pudge,
Miggy?
Yeah, or Miggy Cabrera, yeah. And somebody, when they won the World Series, they kind of rented that team.
Carlos Stanton.
That's a good one.
Sandy Alcantara.
What about Jose Fernandez? Although his career was so short, he was so electric. That guy was fucking amazing.
Hanley Ramirez.
Yeah. What about Gary Sheffield?
Sheffield is good there. Giancarlo Stanton, though, man, he was
Yeah.
a power machine there.
Yeah, you got me convinced there. He's still a formidable player when he's healthy. He has trouble staying on the field, but from that very young franchise, he might have missed.
Same knock I was about to give to Alcantara.
Mm-hmm.
Except his injuries came with the Yankees, so maybe
He got hit in the side of the face with the Marlins. I remember that. Shattered his face, and he had to wear a hockey mask, basically.
Yeah.
So that was a tough one. But all right, I'm Stanton for me.
Yeah, I'm with you, Stanton. Or
All right.
Stanton or Cabrera. But we already used him.
Yeah. Cabrera might be the best player for both the Tigers and the Marlins if you really, crack it open. But for our sake, we're not going to do repeats.
Yeah.
All right, the Brewers. Oh, this is
Yelich?
Robin Yount. It's got to be Robin Yount, right?
Yeah.
Yount.
I never saw him with my own two eyes live, but
right. I never saw it.
We were kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna say Robin Yount. A lot of great players gone through there. Paul Molitor, I think he's a Hall of Famer actually.
He is.
Ted Simmons, I believe. Gorman. I remember the Harvey's Wallbangers. I liked them. Ed Don Sutton. I don't think he helped win the pennant for them one year.
Prince Fielder, Ryan Braun.
Yeah.
Cecil Cooper.
But I'm thinking Robin Yount.
Yeah, Yount or Molitor, probably Yount.
All right, what about the New York Mets?
Molitor's a Hall of Famer and Yount's not.
Are you sure about that?
No. Is Robin? Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah. Over 3,000 hits, 250 home runs is mostly a middle infielder, although he was an outfield. He was a center fielder for a while too. But
I didn't realize he was 3,000 hits. Yeah.
New York Mets. This is one we talked about on the thread before we did.
Yeah, Dwight Gooden.
Another.
Losing you there.
Yeah, weird. Got like Doc Gooden.
Gooden and Strawberry are the two for me.
Yeah, well, you got Mike Piazza,
Jacob DeGrom,
David Wright, Jacob DeGrom. We were fortunate to be young enough to see Tom Seaver.
Red.
Yeah, as a Red and as a Met again. I'm going to go with Tom Seaver.
All right.
And you said?
Yeah, I'm going to go Gooden.
Gooden was at a phenomenon the guy that I mentioned this. The guy that scared me the most though on that team was fucking Kevin Mitchell.
Yeah,
that guy just looked like bad news. He looked like he was like so stoic.
Future.
Just like a stone cold killer.
Yeah.
And his swing was so quiet and it was so powerful. He just fucking knocked it.
Remember that barehanded catch he made on the Giants?
Yeah.
In the outfield.
Yeah, he could never reproduce that, I'm sure, but the glove was not what he was known for. But
no.
All right, Philadelphia Phillies. This one is a slam dunk for me, but might as well mention Steve Carlton, I guess, Tim McCarver, Bryce Harper,
Michael Jack Schmidt.
Yeah, it's got to be Mike Schmidt. He's got to be the best Philly of all time.
Yeah.
500 homers.
If it's not John Kruk, then it's gotta be.
Yeah, right. Right. The Phillies have always been kind of a fun team. They've always been kind of rogues, kind of off the beaten path, kind of almost like the A's a little bit. But
And they have your name in them.
yeah, they got my name in them. That's cool. I can wear that as my ball cap and say that the club was named after me.
Philadelphia Mees.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's another one that I think is a slam dunk. Although you might kibble with it in that this guy died when we were 2 years old or so.
Clemente?
Yeah, Pittsburgh Pirates. Then that has to be Clemente, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know though.
I never saw him play, but
We're talking about Barry Bonds, though. You know, Willie Stargell, Richie Zisk, Bill Matlock, the Lumber Company, Dave Parker.
yeah. Stargell and Parker were awesome.
Yeah.
McCutcheon.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems almost. I mean, if we're going to exclude Ted Williams, it seems like we'd have a license to exclude Clemente. But I think we were technically alive. Plus, you always want to remember Clemente because he passed away trying to help people.
Yeah.
Trying to bring relief to people at his own discomfort, his own during Christmas time. He tried to deliver.
I mean, yeah, if we're allowing Clemente, I'm voting for him.
Okay, yeah, it's got to be that. And I still see people walking around in his jersey. I saw a couple weekends ago. We were at the thrift store.
21 or 23?
21. His very last hit was his 3,000th hit.
Yeah.
So I think he had a few more hits in him too. So.
Well, but he didn't.
But he didn't, unfortunately. San Diego Padres.
Tony Gwynn. I mean, there's no.
Yeah, some of these are easier than others. Trevor Hoffman, though, was formidable as a closer. I mean, he's
not Mr. Padre.
Right. That's true. They had Ozzie Smith for a while until the Cardinals made that trade and basically ripped him off for Gary Templeton.
Yeah.
They had Terry Kennedy. On the pitching side, they had Dave Dravecky for a while, I believe, and it's just not really an argument, is it?
Yeah, you get down to Dave Winfield, and after that, there's Machado and Tatis.
Mm-hmm. Dave Winfield's a good call. That's one we missed when we talk about the Yankees. It's got to be Mr. Padre. All right. So we're down to our final three. It's been a wildly entertaining journey we've been on here. So San Francisco Giants in our lifetime, who have been the greatest?
For me, Will Clark, man.
Will Clark. So you're basically penalizing Bonds for his indiscretions with Balco.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. Will Clark, yeah, he was a pain in the ass. He was a Reds killer. He was
Buster Posey.
Yeah.
Bumgarner.
Right. They had the right-handed pitcher during the Bumgarner era. I can't think of his name right now.
Kane.
Yeah, Matt Cain. He was a good pitcher for a while. Rod Beck was an incredible closer at one time.
They had the Cowboy closing for them.
Oh, Matt Williams, Jeff Kent. I mean, these are all really great players, but
yeah, but you got to go Jeff Brantley, don't you?
Jeff Brantley, right? Cowboy. But I'm going to go with Bonds. I mean, he was great before he juiced. I don't want him in the Hall of Fame, but his impact on that franchise was enormous. I mean,
I'm
they
going
went
with
from
Will the Thrill.
will to thrill. Okay.
He struck fear into the heart of me when he used to bat against the Reds, man.
Yeah. Very intense guy. He wore his intensity on his face. He looked like a baby that was mad because he didn't get his candy or something.
Swing looked better than Bonds's too.
Yeah. St. Louis Cardinals.
Hmm.
I mean, are we going to talk about Keith Hernandez?
Yeah,
uh,
doesn't it?
Ozzie Smith. Did you say Ozzie?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably going to be our candidate here, but let's just think a moment. Bruce Sutter was untouchable as a closer for a bit with him, but God only knows what he was doing to the ball.
That's true.
Jack Clark was their offense for a while.
Albert Pujols.
Pujols, yeah, okay. So now you got
Lou Brock.
Yeah, I did see Lou Brock play. That was something I remember when I was a kid, thinking, "Oh, I got to remember this." Yeah, so it's not as cut and dry. Pujols in particular, I think, but there again, the specter of
it's Ozzie or Pujols, I guess, because we can't go Musial. Can't go Gibson. Oh, I guess we could go Gibson. He pitched till 75.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's not as easy as.
All right, if we can go Bob Gibson, I'm going Bob Gibson.
I'm going to go Ozzie only because that trade was transformative for the Cardinals. It turned them from kind of an also-ran, and it steered them in a direction with that whitey ball shit that they did.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with, but Bob Gibson is certainly right there with him for sure. All right, so we're down to our final one, the Washington Nationals, and I think this is the tale of two guys.
Tim Raines.
Oh, this would be the Expos too, right? Okay, I hear you.
Gary Carter.
Bryce Harper
again.
Mm-hmm. Juan Soto. Verlander had his, or not Verlander, but Max Scherzer had his best years here, or his most notable years, and they won a World Series with him. I think it's tough, but if you throw those Expos in there, again, you get a catcher that hits like Gary Carter.
Yeah.
I mean, Gary Carter,
Martinez too in there now.
Right.
Although did we use him? No. At least one of us went Pedro.
I think you went Pedro in Boston.
You went Pedro. So you didn't have to go Clemens.
Well, it's all on record. But
it's Gary Carter.
Yeah, if we're going to do Expos, if we're going to allow Expos, I'm going to say Gary Carter also. Rest in peace,
Carter,
Gary.
Dawson, Raines.
Of course, like Piazza, New York fans kind of stake a claim to Carter also, but
Vlad Guerrero Sr.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was not our normal format, but I enjoyed it.
Did we do the Reds?
Did we not do the Reds? How could we have not done the Reds? We didn't. We went from the Cubs to the fuck the Reds. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So, well, that's, it's got to be Johnny Bench.
Yeah. Maybe. I lean Votto kind of.
If you can't, that's interesting. I always felt like
Votto was really short, and those last few years were shitty.
But he hit 300 home runs. That's a lot of home runs for a catcher.
There's a lot of home runs. What Votto end up with?
Close. I think he had 300 at least. I always felt like Votto could play. He could have started on the Big Red Machine, of course. I think he could have played. Maybe Tony Perez would have had to move to back to third base, and then Pete would have had to go to the outfield, and Geronimo maybe sit or something.
356 for Joey Votto.
Okay. But when you have a guy that I would say, 50% of baseball fans at least.
Johnny Bench, you're right,
Yeah.
man.
All right. So once again, the old home team leans on the 2 or 3 years of
I
tremendous.
didn't realize he milked 17 years out of the career.
Wow.
Bench.
That's something.
I feel like it was 9,
Well, I remember toward the end they had him play third base. That was a disaster.
Yep.
That is a long career, though. That's
As he was at third base, he was the worst catcher at that point.
Mm-hmm. Worst argument I ever had with my dad. He was nodding off, and Bench hit a home run on Johnny Bench night. And I woke my dad up screaming and yelling and acting like an idiot. And he said, "Shut the fuck up," or something like that. Or "Shut up." He never said the F word, but I think I said it back to him. And he got really, really testy with me. So, but yeah, Johnny Bench, the pride and joy of Cincinnati. That's the thing between Bench and Rose. Rose would always rub it in that he was the hometown boy, and that Bench could never own the city or whatever.
I don't think he was trying to own the city, though.
I don't think Bench was, no, but Rose was kind of this antagonist.
It's like a Trumpy thing, kind of.
Yeah, I think so. I think that if Pete were here, he would endorse if he'd endorse anybody. Now I don't remember him ever endorsing anybody.
Yeah, he was totally a Trumper.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fucking then. All right. So let's go ahead and close it out. We've filled an hour again, as we always do. Yeah. Let me find the old outro.
Don't swing outside the zone.